PySerial non-blocking read loop. I am reading serial data like this. The problem is that it prevents anything else from executing, including BottlePy web framework. Adding sleep won't help. Changing while true to while redline doesn't print test, which is strange since it worked in Python 2.7. Any ideas what could be wrong? Ideally I should be able to read serial data only when it's available. Data is being sent every 1000 ms.
Put it in a separate thread, for example. This URL.
Using a separate thread is totally unnecessary. Just follow the example below for your infinite while loop instead. I use this technique in my urkaguy_py serial terminal program here. Search the code for in waiting or in _waiting. Notes. To check your Python 3 version, run this. My output when I first wrote and tested this answer was Python 3.2.3. To check your PySerial library, serial module, version, run this. I first learned this here. This simply imports the serial module and prints its serial._version_ attribute. My output as of October 2022 is serial._version_ equals 3.5. If your PySerial version is 3.0 or later, use property and _waiting in the code below. If your PySerial version is less than 3.0, use function in waiting in the code below. See the official PySerial documentation here, this URL. Non-blocking, single-threaded serial read example. This way you only read and print if something is there. You said, ideally I should be able to read serial data only when it's available. This is exactly what the code above does. If nothing is available to read, it skips on to the rest of your code in the while loop. Totally non-blocking. This answer originally posted and debugged here, Python 3 non-blocking read with PySerial. Cannot get PySerial's in _waiting property to work. PySerial documentation, this URL. Update. December 27, 2018, added comment about in _waiting versus in waiting. Thanks to @furcontorkel for pointing that out in the comments below. See documentation here, this URL. October 27, 2018, add sleep to let other threads run. Documentation, this URL. Thanks to @Rufus2 for bringing this point up in the comments. Note on multi-threading. Even though reading serial data, as shown above, does not require using multiple threads, reading keyboard input in a non-blocking manner does. Therefore, to accomplish non-blocking keyboard input reading, I've written this answer, how to read keyboard input. References. Official PySerial, serial.serial, class API, this URL.
I would warn against using blocking I/O in a thread. Remember, Python has a GIL and at one time only one thread can execute. Now please note that the serial module is a wrapper over an OS implementation of accessing the serial port. That means it calls code external to the Python. If that code blocks, then the interpreter also get blocked and nothing will execute in the Python program, even the main thread. This can even happen when using non-blocking I/O or timeout-based polling if the underlying device driver does not implement timeout well. A more robust approach is to use multiprocessing module with a queue. Run serial read code in a separate process. This will make sure main and other threads don't block and the program can exit in clean way.
Use a timer-driven event to test and read the serial port. Untested example.
I 14 2 simor, plias consider subscribing.